If I started gold prospecting in 2025, this is exactly what I would do. If you're considering becoming a gold prospector in 2025, or perhaps you're a gold prospector already and you're wanting to sharpen up your skills, you probably have a lot of questions. Well, you have found the right video. You're in the right place. With gold prices at record highs, there has never been a better year to start gold prospecting. This is going to be perhaps one of my most in-depth gold prospecting videos that I have ever produced or ever made. So grab a pen and paper, sit back and relax. Let's get into the video. Onto a good little pack here. Look at that one. So you need to decide on the method that you wish to recover gold, but ultimately this will impact on how much gold you do recover. Will you use a gold pan or a metal detector, a high banker or a sluice, or some other means? Take some time to consider what suits you and your interests and your budget. Are you drawn to searching for fine gold in creeks, or would you prefer hunting for larger gold nuggets with a metal detector? Your choice will guide the equipment you need and shape your overall prospecting experience. So how much gold can you expect to find while prospecting? The amount of gold that you find will vary widely based on your location, based on your equipment, and based on your experience. Some prospectors find small flakes, while other prospectors find larger gold nuggets. So you need to ensure that you learn and you are familiar with your local rules and regulations. Did you know that there are rules and regulations when it comes to gold prospecting, fossicking, and land access in general? Each state or region has specific laws about where you can and cannot go. Now, obviously, I can't make a video listing every law and every rule, as I don't know where you are watching from. It's up to you to identify and establish what rules and regulations you need to follow as a non-commercial gold prospector. Make sure to secure the right permits if required, or provide notification if required to the land occupiers. Respect sensitive areas and private property, and always backfill your holes. Now, to accompany your gold pan, your high banker, or your metal detector, you are going to need digging equipment, a pick or a shovel. You will need a container to keep your finds in. You may need something to suck up that finer gold, like a snuffer bottle. You'll probably need a carry backpack to keep your gear in, a pinpointer, a scoop. I could go on for a long time with the gear that you may need, but you need to work out what you can afford based on what method you are using to recover gold. So regardless of what method you are using, a very handy tool to have is the Trilobite Solutions application. It's available here in Australia on both Apple and Android platforms. And it gives you access to geological maps, to tenement information, mineral occurrences, obviously including gold. You can track yourself to ensure you can backtrack to your camp. You can mark a location of interest. Look, if you're serious about gold prospecting in 2025, the Trilobite Solutions app is a must-have. So put safety first. Make sure you have enough water, make sure that you have enough food, enough fuel, make sure you have a means of communication and first aid supplies. Give serious consideration to taking some form of communication and global positioning system to fix your location, to hone in on your location. You may even wish to consider a personal locating beacon. It may turn out to be the most important safety device that you carry with you. If you are a beginner, it may not be the best idea to go out there alone. If I started gold prospecting in 2025, I would recommend talking to other prospectors. Join various Facebook groups in your area that discusses and shares gold prospecting tips, photos, and other important information. One of the best things you can do as a beginner prospector is talk to experienced prospectors. Some of these prospectors have decades of knowledge stored upstairs about local gold fields, tricks of the trades, places where they've had success and places where they haven't had success. But remember, our technology is far more advanced now compared to what it used to be. What they missed back in the day could be your next big find. Take advice, but trust your own instincts. Everyone will have different opinions. Just ensure that you're respectful and you're grateful for the advice. Now let's talk about geology. You need to have a basic understanding of what to look for when you're out and about prospecting for gold. Observation is key. Pay attention to the landscape, to rock formations, and to the presence of quartz and ironstone. There's a saying in the gold prospecting community, and that is, gold is where you find it. But knowing what to look for can save you a lot of time. Here's some general tips. Look for quartz that is rusty looking. It's ironstone. It may appear grey or dark blue and have many impurities. This often indicates the right type of quartz that may host gold. Look for areas with short vegetation, as this can indicate shallow bedrock. It can also indicate areas that have been worked in the past by the old timers. Piles of rocks next to a creek. The old timers used to get in the creek and remove these old rocks from the creeks to get to the gold. If you see a pile of rocks, it may be worth stopping at that location and searching that area. Try looking for rounded rocks, as this may indicate the rocks have been subject to fast water movements over a long period of time. Look for any changes in soil colour, especially if the soil is a dark rusty red colour and it's mixed with quartz. Gold can often be found near red soil or clay, black sands in streams, and the presence of ironstone. Venture beyond the usual spots. Popular areas can become overworked. Look for the lesser known spots and along its waterways. Revisit historical mines. A tip that I use is to try and get consent to go between gold occurrences or gold mines. There are many indicators to learn. Your best chance is to go to where gold has been found before and start there. Which leads me to my next point, and that is research and preparation.
Because I researched the geological map.
First is do your research, because it pays off.
I highly recommend you do the research first.
Research is your best friend. Use geological maps, historical records, and old newspaper articles to find promising locations. Look for maps that show the direction of gold reefs or the direction of fault lines. These usually run north to south. And don't be afraid to ask for advice from local experts or the Department of Mines. Remember that knowledge is power. Another great idea is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out the other informative videos. There are, of course, other great gold prospecting YouTubers you can check out. Let's talk about responsible prospecting, because responsible prospecting isn't just about following the rules, it's about leaving the land as you found it. Fill in your holes, pack out your trash, and respect the environment, as a gold prospector is a steward of somewhat of the land. Now, what to wear? When prospecting for gold, you want to aim for comfort and safety. Have a good pair of hiking footwear, sunglasses, a cap, a water bottle, and temperature appropriate clothing. I always wear usually shorts with deep pockets and a shirt with a pocket. So here's what you need to know. Modern technology and techniques enhances your chances of finding gold. Considering that the spot price of gold has been at about 4,200 Australian dollars per troy ounce in 2024, finding even small quantities of gold whilst gold prospecting can be a money-making side hustle. As a responsible prospector, it is your duty to protect the environment. Follow the leave no trace principles, dispose of all waste properly, and avoid disturbing the wildlife. Respect nature so that future generations of prospectors can enjoy it as well. Patience is often the biggest challenge. Finding gold can be a slow process, but the thrill of discovery makes it all worthwhile. Planning is crucial for a successful gold prospecting trip. Research and go to gold-rich areas. Understand the terrain there. Identify access points, land boundaries, and emergency points. Or if there are any land restrictions or sensitive areas that you may need to be aware of, or that may pose as a safety risk. Be equipped for emergencies with extra water, with communication devices, with check-in times, first aid kits and backup supplies. Check the weather forecast and plan accordingly. Just ensure that you plan sensibly. So can you make a living from gold prospecting? It's a competitive and hard slog. Many prospectors enjoy it as a hobby, and sometimes we can sell our gold for a quick cash injection. Now, I wish I had the time and backing to be a full-time gold prospector, but at this point in my life, it's just not possible. Maybe one day. So to recap, work out the type of prospecting you wish to do. Get familiar with the rules and regulations of your area. Ensure you are mindful of safety considerations. Learn the local geology for your location. Research, research, research. Consider the environment when prospecting. Remember, location matters. Get yourself to gold-rich areas. 2025 offers beginners a unique advantage when it comes to gold prospecting. Don't be fooled into thinking you are going to find enough gold to allow for that early retirement. There's a fair chance it's not going to happen. Gold prospecting is hard work, whether it be with a metal detector, walking vast distances, or squatting next to a creek all day and panning for gold. It can take a toll on the body. You need to be physically tough and mentally prepared to challenge and push yourself. In conclusion, gold prospecting is a thrilling and rewarding hobby that connects us with history and with nature. By following these tips and techniques, you can increase your chances of finding gold. Remember patience, persistence, and the love for adventure. These are perhaps your greatest allies when it comes to gold prospecting. If you've been wrestling whether it's the right time to start as a gold prospector, yes it is. Don't miss out on this modern gold rush. Prospecting for gold can be bloody exciting. Ensure you're armed with the knowledge, with the tools, with the techniques, and your love for adventure, so that you can embark on your own quest. Gear up, get out there, and may you strike gold on your journey. I'm Matt, thanks for watching.